you how radio stations operate.
If only I could win fast tickets. Enough of this. Start the stupid show, Laszlo.
Did we, start with the national anthem? Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I got too drunk last night. Just, play the opening.
93 K-Rock, it is the Laszlo Show, Show 4. We don't even know if there's going to be a Show 5, Reed.
There probably won't be.
No. There's been some,
After the crummy guest tonight, probably not.
There's been some phone calls, Reed.
Yeah.
Representation's going strong.
Really?
Strong. Dude, listen. Everybody's talking about Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's Congress. That's not in a good way.
Oh, that's true.
No.
There's a lot of good stuff going on in Washington. They're doing some good things.
Tommy, come and join me. This looks delicious, huh? Happy as snout.
Oh, no, thanks.
Tommy, you are like a pompous breeze that has freed me from the stench of corruption. Although I must appear to mourn his passing and carry on with business as usual.
This isn't getting me any closer to my money.
Tommy, my friend, you are not in liberty now. Here, we do things differently. I will continue with my inquiries, but in the meantime, I have a valuable deal to close.
A favor for a friend, Cortez?
You're a good friend, Tommy. I knew you would not let me down. I need you to meet a courier who has obtained some valuable technology for me.
Some good work.
Some good work, you know? I love watching these 24-hour channels devoted to, like, people yelling at each other about politics. I can't even deal with it anymore, dude.
Yeah, it just gives me a headache.
How people sit and watch these political shows, I do not get. It's just like, all it does is get you mad. You know?
Yeah.
That's why people go to... Is comedy coming back? Because I remember, like, in the 80s, comedy was huge.
Yeah.
And then there was that, like, the comedy.com bust or something? Were you part of that? Did you have shares? Did you go public as JimFlorentine.com?
No, not at all. I was just, white trash guy from Jersey doing penis jokes, so...
Damn, honey, you look a hot dish. Serene, she's très wet this time of the year.
What?
Ah, comment?
Look, Cortez sent me. Just give me the damn chips.
Oh, d'accord.
Free the imperialist American pig that is propriété of the gouvernement français. Hand it over!
You American idiot! They followed you here.
Shoot the
You've got to do better, Mr. Snell.
Don't make me use this.
And then you're just like a trained monkey up there.
That's fine. I don't care. I like going up there. I can say whatever the hell I want, man. It's a great job. But you don't get girls after the show.
No groupies?
No, comedians don't get groupies. Doesn't matter what level you're at. I guess if you're a big star or whatever, you can. But guys in bands get the chicks.
You were saying when you were mowing lawns for a living, you were banging strippers.
Yeah, because that's how I had long hair. You know what I mean?
Dude, let me get this straight. I have had long hair for years, and there's been no stripper banging.
It must be a Jersey thing, you know?
Did you roll up in your Camaro and crank up some Bon Jovi?
I didn't even have a Camaro. I had like a, Chevy Malibu. It had no bumper in the front. It was beautiful, but the strippers didn't care, because they had the sugar daddy sitting next to them. They were paying for everything and buying everything. I would just sit there, you know what I mean?
When is the best time to go to a strip club to pick up?
Usually when their shift ends around like 6 to 8 or whatever is when
in the morning?
No, at night, because that's when the day girls go from like 11 to about 7 or something like that.
And they're just sauced.
They're usually sauced and they want to go hang out. Mm-hmm. So that's a good time. Or just at the end of the night, you just got to put a lot of time in.
And which ones are more messed up, the day shift or the night shift?
The day shift are the more alcoholics, though. They start drinking at like 11 a.m. It's beautiful.
That's good. And so they're
wounded by like 4. My buddy used to do in Jersey, they got the strip clubs where you give them $1, the old school ones.
Yeah.
So we used to rip the dollars in half and roll them up and, give them the $1 so we get 2 stuffs for $1. Because they just throw the dollars in the middle of the stage and they pick them up at the end. They go count them in the back, in between their sets. So they don't know what jerk just did that.
Wooden nickel kind of vibe.
Isn't that great? 2 stuffs for $1. We can only last like an hour in the club, but then we'd have to move to another one because they would catch on to find out who was doing it.
I always put a Canadian quarter in the stripper's G-string, man. She don't know.
That's great.
Yeah.